Wall Street Memes Casino.
I'm fine.
And Sportsbook.
This is Joe Pugh for IFLTV. We are here in Shoreditch. It's fight week. Fisher, Babbage, Giorgio Visioli. It feels like you only fought 2 weeks ago, but it was actually, what, last month? Over a month ago, and another explosive performance incoming.
Potentially, yeah. I'm very excited to finally box in London. You know, actually only feels like you said, only feels like 2 weeks ago I boxed in Leeds. It's gone round. Just come around just like that, and yeah, excited. Sold a few tickets, which I'm happy about for the first time. Got family, fans coming over, so it'll be a good night on Saturday, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, look, Copper Box, we know it's going to be filled with a lot of Essex, but I bet you're looking forward just to have that little bit more crowd where they can all support you and you can feel a bit heard in there.
Yeah, definitely. You've even given me goosebumps. Look, even saying like coming out, I don't know, it just gives it like coming out to that ring walk and people cheering me on. It's a nice feeling, you know, and I'm very happy that I've got a little bit of a Visioli support, you know, and there will be more others supporting me there. Like you got Fisher's fans because of the England game, they will be there. So hopefully they'll be all supporting the local stablemate as well. So it'll be good. It'll be a good night on Saturday.
Yeah, to be fair, the fact that England are playing and they're showing it has probably done you a little bit of a favour because it's going to be packed in there for, what are you, 7 o'clock? Yeah,
7 o'clock. And the thing is, they weren't going to do it, were they? They were going to go to the Bat and Ball, I think. So we weren't going to know if there was going to anyone going to be in there. I've even had family saying, "Oh, I'm going to watch the England game." I was like, "You bought a ticket for me?" But no, I'm happy now that happy it's in the arena, and if they win and don't go in extra time, there'll be more buzzing, all the fans. So yeah,
it'll be probably most buzzing when you're fighting because you're the first fight after the thing.
Yeah, it'll be buzzing there on Saturday night. There'll be a lot of people, and I'm looking forward to it.
You said you got goosebumps just talking about that little bit of fans that you're going to get. Yeah. Imagine when you're headlining somewhere like that, not just the Copper Box, but obviously with your talent and the potential you possess, not to put pressure on your shoulders, but it could be big things. There could be very, very big nights for Giorgio Visioli.
Yeah, 100%. Hopefully in the future I'll be headlining in big arenas, you know. A dream of mine really is box at Wembley. That is you know, like the George Groves, Carl Froch kind of thing. That would be a dream. But yeah, hopefully in the future we'll be doing that as well.
Your managers, your trainer's Mark here. Let's see if we can get him. Mark. Come here. Come here. Mark, you've spoke to me a lot about this young man. I've seen a lot from this young man in so very few fights. How good is he?
Listen, he's very, very, very good, but he's very, very young still. So listen, let's not get excited. But he's gonna fight for a world title. He's as good as Billy Joe Saunders when my dad first got with Billy Joe. He's as good as him. Probably a bit stronger than Bill. Punches a little bit harder as well. But let's not forget his boxing IQ and his skills, because that's his selling point. And the power come into play, you know, as and when it has to. He's that smart.
Big words there from Mark Tibbs.
Yes, big words. But I believe I can go win a world title like he says, and maybe more. But yeah, it's big words, but I reckon I can fill them as well. So it's good.
Step by step, you know, that's the end goal. But in the meantime, he's got to learn his professional craft.
Well. I'm only young. So.
That's why I said he's got time on his side, and his promoter and manager know what they're doing and so far so good. He's got people talking because of his ability and the way he gets rid of decent opponents. Let me remind you of that as well.
Yeah.
I've been in your gym when Giorgio's training. You can't get him to stop training, can you? And that's, as a trainer, what you want. You'd rather him be like that than not turning up.
No, listen.
I've started to listen a little bit now, actually. No, it's true, because I remember the last camp, I was feeling a bit tired the last 2 weeks, and Mark told me to ease it down a bit. You might have peaked too early. And I listened to him and did training here and there, obviously. And on fight night, I was sharp as anything. And you've got to listen to your coaches as well. So they know, they've been there and done it, so they know.
You've got to pull them in sometimes and let them go sometimes. Sometimes you tell them and you know they're not listening, but they've got to learn. But listen, I don't never ever want it to be detrimental. I don't want them to learn the hard way.
Just last one for you, Mark. Giorgio's openly said he wasn't known as a power puncher in the amateurs, and obviously his record suggests early on in the pros that he possesses a lot of power. When you first took him on, did you know that there was going to be a lot of knockouts?
Yeah, listen, look, Giorgio, I said this before, I'll say it last time. I said to Giorgio, you know, he couldn't wait to tell me how he feels and what he does and that, what he did as an amateur, but he ain't really a big puncher. And he surprised me because I've already coached him a couple of times and had him on the pads. And I reminded him he can punch, but listen, never ever forget your boxing skills and your craft, more importantly, because his craft is he's going to be his sellability, but also getting rid of him are. And he's proved it now. He's done his last three fights. Three fights, he's done it in emphatic fashion against decent opposition, but it's the way he picks the shots. Now listen, if he can pick one, he can pick two, he can pick three, he can pick four. He can go up and he can go down. And there's a process now, and so he's got to marry certain things up, and he's got to learn to weigh up what's in front of him. He knows what they're gonna do, but sometimes he's relaxing a little bit now, a lot. He was rigid when he first came in our gym, so rigid. He's the most rigidest and hardest frame on him I've ever met in my life, boxing-wise. And I reminded him he's hard, a bit like concrete, like breeze blocky. And
he was bullying me at the time, so I've had to loosen myself up now.
The other day I went to him, I went like this to him, I went, how comes you're so supple? And he looked at me and went, you told me to supple up.
Excellent. Mark, Giorgio, thank you very much for speaking to IFLTV. Best of luck on Saturday night. Thank you.
Wall Street Memes Casino,
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.